In this video, we are going to look at production possibility frontier and its relationship to opportunity cost. All right, so the the graph we have on screen is a production possibility frontier of our fictional country called Islandia. Okay, so what is a production possibility frontier? A production possibility frontier shows you all the combinations of various goods. In this case, two goods that a country or an economy can produce given all of its resources and the level of technology. Okay, so for example, for the country of Ireland, let's assume that the citizens of this country consume only two goods, Coke and pizza. They eat their pizza with Coke, so and that's the only food that they consume. All the points on the PPF here indicates points where all of their resources are being utilized and they're also the given level of their technology. Okay, so if they choose point A, they're gonna produce 15 bottles of Coca-Cola and 10 units of pizza. Okay, if they choose to produce at point B, they produce 10 units of Coca-Cola and 14 boxes of pizza. Likewise, sorry, this should be 5. Likewise, if they choose to produce at point C, then they produce 5 bottles of Coca-Cola and 16 units of pizza. Okay, so let's say there is a point here. Let's call this point D. Okay, for point D, they can produce this number of Coke. Let's say it's 16 and this number of pizza. Okay, at point D, they are not producing on the curve. Okay, if we were to extend this point to the curve, they can produce more Coca-Cola right here without having to give up any unit of Coke. That means that point D, which is inside the PPF, is inefficient. Some resources are not being utilized. The country is underutilizing its resources because they can get more pizza without having to give up more Coke. So we say that point D is an inefficient point. Okay, let's say there's another point outside of the PPF called point E. Point E is unattainable. It's unattainable because the frontier of the curve is right here, right? The curve can't reach there. That means that given the current resources and the level of technology, they cannot produce combination of point E, which is this level of pizza and more Coca-Cola. So the resources they have and the level of technology does not allow them to produce at point E unless there is a technological improvement. Okay, so that is basically the PPF. Now, how does this indicate opportunity cost? So let's take point A. All right, let's take point A, and let's say the country of Ireland here says, okay, well, you know what, we want to consume more pizza, but we know that on the production possibility frontier, you cannot have more without having to give up something because they're already using all their resources. So in order to produce more pizza, they need to give up some Coca-Cola. Okay, so let's say they move from point A to B, they give up 5 units of Coca-Cola. Okay, and how many unit of pizza do they get? Okay, so from point A to B, the pizza was 10, now it's 14, so they get 4 units. Okay, so they give up 5 units of Coca-Cola, they get 4 units of pizza. Let's say at point B, they are not again satisfied. They say they want more pizza. And so, in order to do that, they need to give up more Coke. So they move from point B to point C. Okay, so how many Coca-Cola do they give up? They give up 4. Okay. And what is the number of pizza do they get in return? Pizza is increased from 16 to 14, they get 2. All right. So how do we calculate the opportunity cost? Now let's call the opportunity cost. Let's shorten it to be OP. All right. So we want the opportunity cost of pizza, for example, as this country of Ireland moves from point A to point B. Okay. So this is basically saying what is the number of Coca-Cola they have to give up to produce a unit of pizza. Okay. Now, as we move from point A to point B, right? They give up how many Coca-Cola? 5. Okay. Uh, what is the change in pizza that they get? 4. Okay, so this is equal to what? This is equal to 1.25. Okay, 1.25. Remember, this is in the denominator. That is how we measure in Coke. So this is 1.25 Coke because you have Coca-Cola in the denominator right here. What does this mean? This means that as they move from point A to point B, the cost of each additional unit of pizza is 1.25 Coke. So to produce one more pizza, they have to give up 1.25 Coke. This is what this means because this is over 1. Okay, so you have pizza here. To get one more pizza, they have to give up what? 1.25 Coke. What about if they move from point B to C? Okay, from B to C, what is the trade-off? How much Coke do they have to give up for each unit of pizza? They are giving up, sorry, this should be 5. They are giving up 5 pizza for what is the additional? Sorry, 5 Coke. Additional pizza is 2. Okay, and this gives us 2.5. 2.5 Coke. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that in moving from point B to C, right, they have to give up 2.5 units of Coca-Cola for each additional unit of pizza. This is how much that an additional unit of pizza costs, right, to move from point B to C. The combination to change the combination from B to C, the cost of pizza is 2.5. So what do we see from 1.5 to 2.5? What we see is the opportunity cost of pizza is increasing, right? As you produce more pizza, as you move down the curve, you move down the PPF, the opportunity cost of pizza increases. And this is because of the nature of this production possibility curve. So if you have a production possibility curve which is concave, which is bowed out, this indicates what we call increasing opportunity cost. Okay, if the production possibility curve were to be a straight line, right, this production possibility curve will be a constant opportunity cost production curve because we know that the slope of a straight line is fixed, right? So as we move on this line, the opportunity cost will be fixed. With this production possibility curve, the opportunity cost is increasing. Why is it increasing? It's increasing because if you're moving resources that were originally being used to produce Coca-Cola to produce pizza, you don't expect the resources to be as productive as producing pizza as they were used for producing Coca-Cola. Remember, on the curve, all resources are being used efficiently. So if you are moving people who are good at producing Coca-Cola to producing pizza, you don't expect that they will be as efficient. Okay, so that is why this production possibility curve is bowed out and it indicates what you call an increasing opportunity cost. Okay, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.